Hey, friend. Welcome to the Grief to Great Day podcast. Do you feel like you're going crazy? Is the shower the only place for you to really cry? Are you surrounded by people, but you still feel all alone? Do you want to be the you were before your loved one died, but you have no idea how to get there? I'm Steph Cabanis, Southern by choice, wife, turtle triathlete, Jesus follower, and fellow traveler in the journey of grief. I too struggled to breathe, questioned God and my faith, and thought I would never be happy again. But God took my brokenness and He turned it into a breakthrough. So if you're ready to understand how to navigate grief, lean into your faith and take just one step towards healing, then bring your ugly cry, get into a comfortable place, even if that's your bed right now, and let the healing begin. Girl, there's hope for your future. So, how do you feel about change? I am not a big fan at all. But if I reflect on my entire life, which is around 60-ish years, I see that while change has come in many forms, like desired, by choice, by chance, and definitely undesired, I see I have grown more in the times of change than when things are moving along smoothly. And when you walk through grief, you can give a rip about growth in any form because all you feel is pain and all you want is life to be like it was. You don't want nor did you ask for this change, but you're faced with it and you have to choose to walk through it. And notice I said you choose to walk through it. I'm more reserved until you get to know me, and then you probably wouldn't use that word, but I've always dealt with hard situations quietly and on the inside. I can handle scary stuff in the moment, and then when the moment passes, then I kind of get emotional. When we got Monica's prognosis of 6 months, and a picture of what we could expect to go through, I was only able to hold all those emotions in until we got home from the doctor. Monica's back was always hurting from one of the tumors, so she went to take a hot shower, and as she was in the shower, I lost my cookies. I was screaming, "No, no, no, God." And I was hyperventilating. My questions of why started in that moment and didn't end through the 6 months she lived and the first full year, at least, of my grief journey. I couldn't breathe. I was so angry and fearful of what was to come. I think Monica probably heard me, but we'd never spoke of it, and it was the last time I allowed my emotions to run my actions as her caretaker. She really didn't need to deal with my issues since she was already dealing with so much. Now I want to share about a change of a different kind, a change to where you can listen to the podcast. See, to better align the vision God gave me for Christian grief support for women, I'm making a pretty big shift or change with Grief to Great Day. It will no longer be available publicly. It will only be available in the Grief to Great Day Lighthouse community. The website will only be a place to join the community or to log back into the community once you're a member, because everything you need is going to be in the Lighthouse community. If you want more details on this change, you need to join the private Facebook group while it's still open, which is through March, and you can also listen to episodes 216 and 226 for more information. I really don't want to make changes. I don't want to learn new tech. Y'all know how I am with tech. The thing is, I know that I know that I know that this is a much better option for you as you walk through the hardest season of your life. See, everything is going to be in one single place. It'll be like when you go to Facebook now, the private group, and you never leave because you can click to get the podcast. You can click on a resource library. You can click to join live events. There's going to be so much in there. You are going through so many changes right now. It's not just one big change, it's a million small changes every day. And I want it to be easier for you to get what you need. And I want it to have more meaningful connections and interactions and resources. There's not going to be three places to go to find what you need. And as the Lighthouse community grows, the resources will grow as well. Most importantly, it's going to be a safe place where we always, always point you to the ultimate healer in the Lord. See, the world's way of dealing with loss does not and never will help you truly heal. I know now you really don't care about growing. You just want to survive the day or maybe even the hour. Being in the Lighthouse community, you're not going to feel alone. You will be loved on and lifted up as you heal. And as you heal, there will be opportunities for you to grow without even knowing that that's what you're doing. There will be women who are further along in the journey to lend you a hand. And there will be women newer in their journey that you can lend a hand to. This is not just a change to consolidate all things grief to great day. It is bigger and better than that. The reason is to make it more like a community, more like a home for you in grief. It'll be a refuge in the storm and will be guided by the founding members to make sure that you are seen, that your kind of grief is acknowledged and supported spiritually and practically. I've always said, pray, read, and rise. And in this community, you will have opportunities to draw closer to God, even if you're mad at Him right now. So, to circle back to my freak out moment, I have never in my life had a meltdown like that. But in grief, I had many more. In times of deep sorrow, you react emotionally, and that's normal and it's okay. After the shock wore off, there was pain I never imagined, and all I could do was focus on that pain and when the pain would stop. I had amazing friends, my peeps, that loved on and lifted me up. What I didn't have was a community beyond that, where people understood the crazy feelings, the struggle to walk through daily life, and to walk with me as I learned to breathe, to laugh, and to live again because of the grace of God. In the Lighthouse community, you will have all of those things no matter how many freak out moments you have or how many tears won't stop falling. You'll have guidance on next steps when you feel glimpses of something more, when you feel God nudging you beyond your comfort zone to a life of meaning and purpose. You'll also have the reassurance that you won't always feel like you do today. I realize that reassurance, confidence in the hope of God's healing power isn't a one and done. You need to hear it and experience it over and over for days, weeks, months, and even years. My freak out moment was a realization of where my relationship with God wasn't. See, I had religion, but God wouldn't let me go. And if someone like that, someone like me, who only felt fear and saw darkness on the horizon, was healed and given a calling to walk alongside you, can you imagine what He's going to do with your life? It's okay if you don't see or feel any of that right now. It will come, and then you can share that hope with others. So, the title of this episode is How to Continue to Listen to Grief to Great Day podcast after this episode. And the answer is to go to the Grief to Great Day website for more information because the podcast will only be in the Lighthouse community after this episode. And you'll have to join the community to continue to listen. I am so looking forward to opening the community doors as I remain amazed at what the Lord has done in my life. He truly is with the brokenhearted and really does make beauty from ashes. I cannot wait to see you in the Lighthouse community where we will always point you to the true healer so you can breathe, laugh, and really live again. The word of the week is Proverbs 18:10. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous run to it and are safe. The grief group for Christian women, the private Facebook group, will be open through March, which makes it important for you to join if you haven't. I'll share all the changes and how to join our new Lighthouse community in that group. And remember, there will only be 50 spots open initially so that we can get a group of founding members who will meet together and direct the next steps of the community. Thank you for being here, for showing up for your healing, and for allowing me to walk alongside you in this journey. If you don't have a church home, visit mychurchopendoorchurch.com. Links to everything you need are in the show notes. And don't forget, you're not alone. This is not your forever, and God has plans for you. Keep coming back to the house, soon to be the lighthouse. Keep sitting on the couch and keep taking action toward healing. Thank you for being here today, for showing up. If this podcast has given you hope, encouragement, or helped you in any way, share it with a friend, either in a text or on your social platforms. Also, please subscribe, rate, and leave a written review on iTunes. It's a huge blessing for me to know that you're out there. Lastly, and this is important, you are not alone. Connect with me on the Grief to Great Day website, the link is below, and sign up for our free newsletters. I want to be able to pray for you by name. Remember, grief isn't something you're going to get over, but a great day is something you can get to.